Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started right away. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And let's do a little bounce. So we'll press the feet into the earth and just bounce up and down. We can imagine an upward pull through the crown. Relax the shoulders. Relax the whole body, mind. Feel the feet pressing into the earth and let those vibrations from the earth move up through the whole body. Okay, start to slow it down. Let's rub the hands together. Separate. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Go with our breath. Okay, if you're wearing glasses, take them off. And let's place the palms over the eyes. Long, deep breaths. Lighting up our eyes and brains. Feel the top of the palm on the eyebrow bone, the bottom of the palm on the cheekbone, and let's make circles. Other direction. Slide the hands down the face. Inhale up the sides of the nose. Exhale down the sides of the face a few times. Charge up the hands again. Separate. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Head massage. Pinch out the back of the neck, going all the way into the shoulder line. Do that a few times. Sweep down the front of the neck. Circle upper chest. Middle chest. Belly. Work down the legs. Get those knees. Shins. Calves. Backs of the knees. Come on up. Kidneys and low back. Okay. Lung channel massage. So we go under the collarbone until we hit the shoulder bone. Move down a little. Massage lung 1. All right, up the shoulder. Down the arm, around the thumb, turn down. Tip of the index, come up in between. Inhale as we cross. Exhale, brush away. Other side. Under the collarbone, we hit the shoulder bone, move down. Massage. Up the shoulder, down the arm. Around the thumb, turn down. Tip of the index. Inhale, come up in between. Inhale as we cross. Exhale, brush away. And I'll just tap, starting with the head coming down the front body, up the back body, get the low back and kidneys, lung channel, large intestine channel, and across, other side. And across. Okay, so we'll go into our warm-ups. Feet come together. Shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale to the side, letting ourselves just hang. In, out. In. Do one more. Out. In. Out. In. Open up into horse stance. We'll do our propeller turn. So the knees are bent, arms are out, elbows a little bent. In. Out. In. Out. One more round. In. Out. In. Out. In. Rub the hands together. Warm up the kidneys and the low back. Slide the hands up over the kidneys. Knees are bent. Circle the hips. So we can inhale as we circle back. Exhale as we circle forward. Other direction. Okay, back to center. The feet come all the way together. Let's massage those knees. Get the backs of the knees too. Okay, hands on the fronts of the knees. Let's circle. Other direction. All right, give it a little shake. We'll start the 8 health investment exercises. So we're doing Master Philip Bly's sequence. Lolo cleansing to remove any disturbed energy. In, Out. In, palms up overhead. Out, turn the palms down. In, chest level. Out. In into the hands. Out, press down. And drop the fingers. One more. In. Out, letting go. In, palms up. Out, palms down. In. Out. In into the palms. Out, press down. Draw the bow. Open up into horse stance. In, we cross the arms, gathering energy. We turn out. We turn the hand, press out. In, bend, look at the palm. Out. Other side. In. Out. In. Out. In, gather in, bring the feet all the way together. Out, we press down. So we're strengthening the body mind, storing some energy for later. And then when we drop the fingers, we're just letting go of anything that's excessive, anything we don't need. Okay, my favorite. In. Out. Stretch up and down, stretch through the spine. In, sweep the palms. Out, stretch. In, gather in. Out, press down. In. Out. In, sweep the palms. Out. In, gather in. Out, press down. Open up the feet about hip width. Shoulders back and down. In. Out, look over the shoulder. In. Out. In, hands on the kidneys. Out. In. Out. In. Hands in front of the chest, palms up. Out. In. And out. Gather in. And out. Inhale, interlace. Exhale, overhead. In, palms up, and up on the toes if you can. So we're working on our balance too. Out, turn the palms down. Close to the head. In, out to the side. In, other side. And let's try it again. In, out, in, out. In, gather in, and out. Press down. Open up into horse stance. Cross the arms. Make gentle fists. Exhale to the hips. In, cross in front of the lower body. Out, brush away. In front of the chest. Out to the hips. Let's turn the head. In, the fist comes up. Out, punch. Rotate the wrist, come back. Turn the head. In, fist. Out, punch. Rotate the wrist and come back. Take a full breath. Next, inhalation, cross in front of the lower body. Out, brush away. In front of the chest. out to the hips, in and from the chest. Step in, press down. Okay, rotate the wrists, elbows bent, knees bent, in, out, stretch through the legs, the arms, and the spine. In, palms up, out and from the belly, in and from the chest, out overhead, in, stretch, out, fold. Okay, so we'll lift each toe with an exhalation. So we can grab the toes with the fingers. But if you can't reach or that isn't comfortable, you just lift the toes by themselves. So I'll name the toe and the associated meridians, the energy channels, and we'll just lift on our own with the exhales. So big toe, liver and spleen. Second toe, stomach. Third toe, stomach. Fourth toe, gallbladder. Fifth toe, urinary bladder. Okay, hang loosely. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the... Press into the feet, roll up. Hands to the back, lean back. Okay, our 8th exercise to collect heavenly qi. So working on our spiritual energy. In, out. In, third eye. Out to the heart. In here. Out, open up. In, third eye. Out to the side. In, out. In, third eye. Out to the heart. In, out. In, third eye. Out to the other side. In, gathering. And out. Place the hands on the low belly, the lower dantian. So this is our energy basin. We can even do a little massage. Our lower energy basin that governs all of our physical concerns. And it's kind of like the storehouse of a lot of our energy. Okay, Qi Gong for hormones. We inhale here. Exhale, drop the hands. In front of the chest. Out, forward. Make cups with the hands. Into the waist. Out, stretch back. Into the waist. Out, forward. In, third eye. Out, stretch. In, third eye. Out in front of the heart. Make the cups. In. Out, stretch back. In. Out, forward. Turn the hands. We'll take a full breath like we're going around a big ball. In, third eye. Out, stretch. In, third eye. Out in front of the chest. In, gathering. Out, press down. Okay, push hands. So as we inhale, we can gather energy into that lower dantian. As we exhale, we press the hands forward, letting go. In, out. Twice more like this. And now we'll make it a little more dynamic. We can let out a Ha, as the hands come out. And if it works for your body, we can do a little jump forward. Ha, two more. Ha, ha. And now three, smooth, relax. Just letting the energy flow. Okay, gather in, press down. Let's scoop up a big handful of energy, give it to the lower dantian. Twice more. And bring the feet together. Let's come down to prayer. We'll bow. Come out of it when you're ready. And we close our sequence by clapping, so activating all the meridians through the hands and also cheering for ourselves and each other. And you can clap loud and hard. Wonderful. Thank you so much for practicing the Philip Qi Gong with me. That's a sequence I do every day, and I'm really happy to be able to share it with you. Okay, so let's come to the mat. So either down dog or child's pose. So we can start by coming to all fours and see what you feel like for today. I'll actually give a third option too, which is dolphin. So option number one, we have child's pose. So the arms are stretched forward. Keep the elbows up to make it more dynamic. If the head doesn't hit the floor, then you put a blanket or a pillow or something. Let's all take a few breaths here. Okay, so you can stay right here, or you could come to downward dog. Downward dog is a great pose for many, many reasons. You might want to back up the hands a little. And one reason I really like it is simply to stretch the legs. So if you have stiff legs like me, you might also enjoy the down dog. So we tuck the toes, lift the hips, press the weight back. We can absolutely keep the knees bent. And then maybe we can just pedal the feet. So bend one knee, then the other. Move one heel towards the floor and then the other. And keep pushing the weight back. Relax the head. Couple more. Okay, invite both heels towards the earth. One last breath. And we'll come back to child's pose. And this time, let's do a relaxed child's pose. So make sure you have a support for the head. And then if it's comfortable, you can either keep the arms forward but relax, or you can wrap the arms back towards the legs. Okay, when you're ready, press up. So we'll try one more that's kind of similar. So all these poses are very similar. So the next one is dolphin. So basically it's like down dog, but on the forearms. So let's bring the forearms down. So make sure you're close enough that you can wrap your hands around your arms. We can interlace the hands. We shift the weight forward into the forearms. Tuck the toes. You can back the knees up first if you like. Tuck the toes and see if it's possible to lift the hips. And again, you can absolutely keep the knees bent. We press the weight back. And same thing, you might want to pedal the feet. And also, you don't have to add movement. You can just breathe, inviting the heels towards the earth. Find what feels good, and we'll aim for about 5 more breaths. Okay, let's bring the knees back down. So we'll do one more variation of child's pose. So this one with yoga mudra. So yoga mudra is the hands clasped behind the back. So if they don't reach one another, the hands don't reach one another comfortably, you could hold on to like a sock or a scarf or something. Or you can also just forget this and just do a regular child's pose. That's also super duper fine. So the more important thing is we need the head to be able to rest on something. So do a little test and see where the head goes. If it hits the floor, you can use the floor. If it doesn't hit the floor, you can use a block or a pillow or a folded blanket. So do a little test, place something for your head, and then when you're ready, interlace. Inhale, open up through the chest first. Exhale, kind of like up and over the thighs. Find the support for the head, and then if it's okay, keep lifting those arms. Like we want the arms to go onto the floor on the head side. Long, deep breaths. We can watch how the breath is moving behind the heart. Okay, as though someone's pulling the wrists, come up. Now we'll do the exact same pose again, but we'll change the way the hands are interlaced. So I know I certainly do not like this. It feels very awkward and unnatural, but that's kind of why we have to do it. And maybe it'll feel better for you. Maybe you're more even in both sides of your body. Okay, anyway, same thing. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, fold over. Find the support for the head and lift those arms as far as they're willing to go. Long, deep breaths. Okay, inhale, come back up. One last downward dog or dolphin, you decide. Or you can just do a regular child's pose if you prefer. Wherever we are, let's press the weight back. Okay, come out of it. Let's sit. Sit any way you like. We're just going to take a second to release the wrists. Those down dogs can be a little bit intense, and even if you didn't do them, it's always nice to work with the wrists. Okay, change direction. All right, now we'll gather the fingers in and then open up. So gather in and open up a few times. Okay, once we're gathered, turn so the fingers are pointing to one another. Keep the elbows at the ribs, and we'll see if we can. We probably won't unless you're hypermobile, and then if you are, maybe don't go that far. But it's like we're aiming towards the inside of the forearm, and then we move back, like towards the back of the forearm. So in and out a few times. And if one direction is really uncomfortable, just do it a little less. So we're not really looking for any big sensations here. Okay, one last thing. Let's interlace the hands and just do like a figure eight type of movement. Okay, interlace the other way. And same thing, that figure eight type movement. Okay, release the legs. Give the legs a little shake. We'll go into our usual seated twist. So bottom leg will stay extended. We'll pull the toes towards us. Top leg can either come inside or outside. Let's interlace below the knee, lift up through the chest. I should say through the chest, through the heart. So we're not like popping the chest up. We're extending up. You can even imagine extending up from the hips. Lift through the crown of the head and long deep breaths. Okay, we'll twist towards the bent leg. Back hand comes behind. When you're ready, come back to center. Pick up the top leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Foot comes into the thigh. You can put your block or a blanket or something under the leg if it's like really up there. Bottom leg is still engaged, toes pulling towards us. We'll do the same twist. So hand to knee. Now we keep the rotation in the torso. Take the hand from the knee onto the long leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slide. Your back hand, it can either brace down your back leg or it can reach up and over. So see what you prefer. A few long, deep breaths. Okay, press down and come up. So one last twist with this configuration. So now we'll twist towards the long leg. Not quite as big of a twist. Okay, now keeping the sternum over the leg. Inhale, lengthen. And if it feels good for you, we can exhale, tilt forward. And we'll just take a few breaths here. Each inhale getting a little longer through the spine. Each exhale, belly towards the thigh. Okay, come up. So let's start the whole thing on the other side. Give the legs a little shake first. All right, so the other leg acts as the bottom leg. We bend, see if we want to be on the inside or the outside. Interlace. Bottom leg nice and engaged. We're pulling the toes towards us. And we'll just start here with a few long, deep breaths. Relax the shoulders. Take it into the twist, twisting towards the bent leg. Backhand comes behind. Inhale back to center. Pick up the leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Okay, foot inside the thigh. And we go back into the same twist. So hand to knee, backhand behind, and we breathe. Okay, we keep the rotation. Take the hand from the knee onto the long leg. Inhale, length. Exhale, slide. The back hand braces the back leg or it reaches over. Long, deep breaths. Okay, come out of it. So our last twist in this position towards the long leg. Okay, so we'll keep the sternum lined up over the leg. Hands either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. As long as that feels okay. If you are worried about any slip disc or you've had a herniated disc issue, then just stay upright. Okay, come out of it when you're ready. All right, so we'll come down to the back. If you have any extra clothing you want to put on, just grab it. And if you have anything that you would like for relaxation, like maybe a blanket to cover up, or if you have a bolster or something you like to put under your knees, get all of that together too so that you don't have to get up again. All right, come on down. Let's take knees to chest. So we'll just do one effortful thing. So we're going to squeeze the legs together. So the legs and the feet become like one leg. The arms out to the side, they can be bent or straight. They're both good. And we'll do a little core work. So we inhale here. Exhale, aim the knees towards the elbow. Inhale back to center. Exhale, aim the knees towards the elbow. Try to keep the legs together. And that's it. Go with the breath. So we'll do our best to keep both shoulders on the floor. So it's more important to keep the shoulders on the floor than for the legs to get close to the floor. And as you can probably feel, the legs don't have to get that close to the floor in order to feel that core engagement. So let's do a few. Okay, come back to center. Feet to the floor. Let's do a little shoulder, upper body, upper back release. So we'll catch the elbows over the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale to one side. Inhale center. Exhale to the other side. And if your head wants to follow the movement, let it. Okay, back to center. Exhale towards the head. Inhale. Elbows up to the sky. Exhale overhead. Next time we come to center, change the cross of the arms. So whatever arm is in front, put it in the back, and we'll do the whole thing again. So we inhale center, exhale to one side, inhale center, exhale to the other side. few more. Okay, come back to center. Exhale towards the head. Okay, we'll come out of it. One last set of twists. Just a nice relaxed set of twists. Releasing any tension in the low back. And once you're happy with that, set yourself up for relaxation. So I usually do this version. The feet are wide, the knees leaning one into the other. It's really nice for the low back. But if your low back is super comfortable, you can stretch the legs out, no problem. We'll turn the palms up if that works for you. Let ourselves let everything go. Let's give ourselves permission to relax. Okay, let's gently wake the body. Inviting movement once it feels good. And eventually giving ourselves a full body stretch. And once you're nice and stretched, knees to chest, we can do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away, exhale to the chest. All right, rock side to side. And all the way to one side. Take a breath or two. And when you're ready with the strength of the arms, press up. Make your way to any comfortable seated position. And we'll just take a little moment before we close, maybe a hand on the heart, hand on the belly. If you like, maybe silently or out loud since we're at home, say something really sweet to yourself. Okay, let's close with a bow. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you back here on YouTube on Tuesday. So until then, take care. Bye.